أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقه قولي. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to the Madrasa course. Today we'll be doing chapter 5 from book 4. Chapter 5 is about Surah Al-Fatiha again. And Fatiha, as we discussed in our last chapter, comes from the root word fataha. Here you can see fataha, fatah, which means open in Arabic. So Surah Al-Fatiha is called as the opening surah. Some names of the surah. Al-Fatiha is the first surah of the Quran. It was sent down to our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam while he was in Makkah. So it becomes a Makkai surah. This is why it is called as the Makkan surah. So all those surahs that were revealed while Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was in Makkah before the Hijrah. So before the migration are called as the Makkan surahs, and all those surahs which were revealed after his migration are called as the Madinan surahs. So this is a Makki surah. It consists of 7 ayat or verses. The surah is known by various names. The first is Al-Fatiha, the opening, because the Quran opens with it, and with it the prayers begin. It is also known as al-Kitab, mother or essence of the book, because it contains the summary of the Quran. It is the summary of all the teachings of the Quran. So in Arabic is mother. So al-Kitab, mother of the Kitab, mother of the book, mother of the Quran. So why is it called as the mother? Because it has the summary of the main teachings of the Quran. The main teachings of the Quran, like belief in Allah and belief in the Day of Judgment, and asking guidance from Allah, and the prophets are mentioned. So through guidance to be on the right path. So all these, the teachings, the main teachings of the Quran are found in Surah Al-Fatiha. It is also called as Sab al-Mathani wal Quran al-Azim. Saba. If you know the Arabic numbers, Saba is the 7. Sab al-Masani is the 7 oft repeated verses, the 7 often repeated verses. So we let's see why it's called as the 7 oft repeated verses and the great Quran. It's called as the 7 oft repeated verses because it is repeated several times in each of the 5 daily prayers. So we repeat Surah Al-Fatiha in every rakat of our 5 daily prayers. According to Imam al-Bukhari, the name al-Kitab was given to it by the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam himself. This was in view of the fact that it contains in a short form all the fundamental principles laid down in the Quran. So the fundamental principles are nothing but the important teachings, the basics, the basic laws that are put down in the Quran. Some of these principles are mentioned here. Number 1, the principle of Allah's oneness and uniqueness, that is at-Tawheed. Second one, the principle that Allah is the originator and carer of the universe, the one to whom man is ultimately responsible. So accountability is with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. and He is the one who takes care of the whole universe. So this principle is also laid down in Surah Al-Fatiha. When we say Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim, Maliki Yawmiddin, Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. We say and we believe, we declare that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is the Lord of the worlds. Yes, He is the Lord of the worlds and He is the carer of the worlds. So, Rabbil Alameen tells us about this. The principle, third principle, that Allah is the only power that can guide and help. So, Iyaka na'budu wa Iyaka nasta'in. So, in this, we learn that Allah is the only power, and that is why we seek guidance from Him. We seek help only from Him. The fourth one, the principle of guidance through Allah's messenger,